I know. It feels like that, huh? This week is finally over. Oh my God. It's like a long damn road. Oh, I want to talk about things. Don't worry, I'm going to change my thumbnail as soon as I get onto my laptop. Okay, there we go. I also realize that this live will can and will result in trolls. So if I have mods, we have to work really hard because we're talking about a sensitive subject. There's some people out there who really do like and love Eugenia Cooney, like myself. Unless there's a reason to not like and love Eugenia Cooney, I'm not sure. But I really want to talk about this because there are times in life where I do believe that I do believe in I do believe in cancel culture to a certain degree, but um, there's certain degrees where it doesn't make sense. You know, if someone's being a racist or they're harmful to others, then yes. Um, but I do really like Eugenia Cooney. I understand. I do understand. People's concerns. But so there's apparently a petition running around to have Eugenia Cooney removed from YouTube because she promotes an eating disorder. Does she really do that? I don't think so. Not purposely, anyways. She has an eating disorder. Yes, the girl has an eating disorder. That is true. Yes, she does. Does she promote it? I don't think so. Not intentionally. I mean, Trisha Paytas, she's going around, YouTube and TikTok and talking about how she has a binging disorder. So she is promoting a eating disorder, but she also talks about how she helps herself, sort of, you know. Although, who is more believable at this point? To me, I feel like, with Eugenia Cooney, I don't know. It's one of those things where, you know, she is, she has a problem. Is she really promoting it though? And actually, I probably shouldn't have used food for my thumbnail, but I'm going to change it now. Um, but, that's the thing, is that is she really promoting it? Is she really though? Is Trisha Paytas really promoting it? I mean, Trisha Paytas promotes a lot of things that make no sense, like racism and things like that. Um, and that's a problem, and bullying. As somebody made a point yesterday about about Trisha Paytas and how she bullies people. I mean, yeah, she does. She does. She truly does bully people. Um, and it's wrong. And Jeffree Star is indeed, a um, huge bully. He's more than a bully. He's an absolute psychopath narcissist. He's scary. I'm sorry, but I actually was a Jeffree Star fan at the beginning of my YouTube journey because, that's just what we do. Hi, John. How are you doing today? But, you know, yes, Wells, who is? Well, there's some people out there who want to cancel Eugenia Cooney because she's promoting an eating disorder. I don't know how somebody who has an eating disorder, you know, I don't think she's intentionally doing it. She just has one. She just has one. And I mean, but then again, this is her platform. This is where she talks about her life and things. And oh well, Jeffree Star, he's disgusting. He's a racist, misogynistic. I don't support him anymore because I didn't realize how evil he really was. However, it's one of those. It's a double-edged sword. You know, um, with Trisha Paytas. I mean, she's a racist. Also, she's, you know, constantly posting things. She's anti-Semitic, if you ask me. You are a good boy, John. You know, that's a thing. Um, but hey, Tupac. Um, I mean, but Jeffree Star knows he's gonna get canceled. You know, he's gonna continue going because he just knows. And same as Trisha Paytas. These people know. They know. And they just like me. If I put a video out about Trisha Paytas, let me tell you something. I make $40. I made $40 on a video that I made about Trisha Paytas because she was bullying Jasmine Chiswell. It was indeed bullying because Jasmine Chiswell has asked many times. Oh, she has asked many times for people to not make fun of her. It's a simple request, you know. Is you know um is the whole Marilyn Monroe thing, uh you know is it's a persona, yeah. you know um you know but I don't think that's what, I don't really believe that's what Jasmine Chiswell is doing, you know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. I mean, with the whole Jeffree Star thing, that's a tough case scenario. But, at the end of the day, she's been bullying people a long time. And I mean, like I said in my live yesterday, if someone called me a walrus or a whale, I love those animals. I love animals, so you're not calling me anything bad, in my opinion. I take that as a compliment. But however, that is fat shaming, and Jeffree Star has been known to be kind of like that. But Trisha Paytas also, you know, she plays games too. I mean, Jeffree is in the wrong. I feel like they're just all a bunch of assholes. That whole group. That's why I don't do groups on YouTube anymore. Like groups. Friend groups, yes, but groups in which is business related, no. I was in a group for what, 2 years now, and it destroyed my channel. Yeah, that's exactly it, Wells. Yep. I don't feel bad for her, but he is wrong. I mean, because the thing is, I am 100 pounds lighter. I lost 100 pounds. I am self-conscious about, loose skin and things like that. But, if you think of it this way, a lot of his followers, a lot of people who use his stuff are plus size. I'm not a plus size anymore, but I'm offended that he would think, that low of somebody who is plus size. It doesn't even matter who it is. It's just the fact that he is okay with that. And, the other thing is, now I know he claims that he fired that dude, Hair by Jay. I don't know. I kind of don't believe that. I feel like Jake, I feel like that's not true. But, um, but, he, just before his new lip gloss, campaign came out, he had, he posted his campaign and he credited, Hair by Jay. Well, if this guy no longer works for you, you could just shot a whole new campaign. I know that's expensive, but spending $200,000 on a Louis Vuitton, a Louis Vuitton traveling set. Do the right thing, That's what you do. You do the right thing. And Shane Dawson's a pussy, if you ask me. Trisha Paytas stood up for him. She went to bat for him. And he chose the devil. To me, I think Shane Dawson really is just, he's a social climber. Just like Jeffree Star is. Jeffree tried to put put that social climber tag on Manny MUA, but I don't see that. I mean, maybe I'm missing something. But I like Manny. I like Manny a lot. I think he's adorable. I like the way he does things. I like Patrick Starr. I did buy Nikita Dragon's palette at Ulta, but I didn't know much about her. I mean, I asked Ulta, is this person problematic? And they said no. No, I don't know. I don't want to put my money towards people who are racist and hateful. It doesn't work for me. You know. But, you know. Now, Eugenia Cooney, though, I don't think she should be canceled. I think she needs to be here. There are some people who really need to be here. I don't think she should be censored. I mean, let's face it. If she were to be removed from YouTube, like completely removed, I'd be worried about her well-being, to tell you the truth. I mean, what's going to happen to her? You know, we saw the downfall of Perez Hilton because he got removed from TikTok. Now, and people told him to just get over it, but he needs social media. You know, I think that's just ridiculous. I don't think that, I don't think that's the right thing to do. I just don't think that's the right thing to do, to cancel her. I mean, maybe, Dr. Drew or, Dr. Phil, I mean, maybe it's time. I mean, I'm sure she's been on one of their shows, but I don't know, maybe, I don't know. You can't force therapy and stuff on people either, She's got to hit her rock bottom, I saw the Shane Dawson series about her, and, to me, I'm like, that's all cool, but I feel like he kind of used her for views. Shane Dawson seems like that kind of person. And the thing is, she's got that persona, like, she's easy to be taken advantage of, so, I don't know, but, unfortunately on YouTube, there is a lot of people here who don't have your best intentions. They claim they want to be your friend and help you out, and then, when people help one another, sometimes there's those kinds of people. Oh, there are some people out there who want to help others, and like they truly generally want to help others, but then there's other people who want to help others and then expect 20 favors in return for that one favor, that that one initial favor. So I don't know. I don't think Shane Dawson is like that, though. He got his favor back when he got all the views and the money. That's what I don't like. I think she's a very sweet person. And like I said, for people to cancel her, that's not a good idea. She needs to be here just like everybody else. It's not that difficult. But I kind of question this cancel culture to a certain degree. I mean, there are some people out there I feel like should be canceled, but I think it needs to be like a true cancel, like Jeffree Star. If we're going to cancel him, we need to cancel him, not keep letting him come back. There's a lot of people who defend him. Yeah. Well, she's a cautionary tale, like in her mental health issues. I don't know, is she problematic like with the racism or something like that? If that's not the case, then I don't think that she needs to be canceled. But somebody like Jeffree Star, who is a psychopathic narcissist, I think they do need to be canceled. But like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. That's like, The thing is that Jeffree Star, we need to stop buying his product. I mean, actually, I think that did happen, didn't it? His mystery boxes didn't sell very well at Christmas, and now he's talking about more mystery boxes for March. I mean, his product, okay, let's be honest. His makeup is good. It's good. It's good quality, but there's other brands that are just as good at quality for less price, for one, and not problematic. I like ColourPop. They just come out with too many palettes at a time, you know? But I do like ColourPop. I did buy the, I did buy two Morphe palettes. One was the, Nikita Dragon, and the other was the Lisa Frank palette. Some folks were saying that palette, the Lisa Frank one, wasn't good quality. I mean, for me, it worked out well, but I'm also a very big, you know, I'm a beginner. So, you know, but canceling Eugenia Cooney is just, I think that's just very problematic. There's some people who just need to be here. She's one of them. She really needs, she needs this platform more than anything. You know, she needs access to the outside world, because if I remember from the Shane Dawson video, the mother keeps her pretty much locked up in the house. Maybe this is her only way outside, you know? Wasn't it her friends who tried to get her the 5150 hold? You know, I don't know. I feel bad for her. And like I said earlier, Trisha Paytas, she flaunts her mental health issues and her eating disorder. And nobody, you know, wants to cancel her for those things. They want to cancel her for the other things. Yeah. Yeah, Shane should have just stayed out of it. I think that whole documentary was just not right. He was definitely using it for his own gain. I think that's terrible. But that's what that circle does, you know. Jeffree Star used Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson used Jeffree Star. I mean, I don't think there's really anything that Jeffree Star could really use by this Hair by Jay person, but Hair by Jay is using Jeffree Star. I mean, Jeffree really is at the top of the food chain, but for now, you know, when somebody finally knocks him down from his pedestal, then it's gonna be totally different. You know, I don't know if that's what has to happen, but it should. He doesn't deserve the pedestal he is on. You know. I'm just curious. I'm just gonna go check his site. I wonder if the mystery boxes were still available. And the other thing is, you know, with his with Jeffree's company, you know, they're also not the company itself isn't doing well, like as in shipping people's products. You know, I've seen so many complaints on Facebook. Hey, Heather. I've seen so many complaints about Jeffree not sending out people's products in a timely fashion. I mean, he does have a good product, but, you know, if you're not doing great with your, you know, if you're not doing great with that, then, you know, that's not going to work, you know. Hey, Mona, good morning. I'm doing good. No, there's no storms here today. I think next week. Hey, yes, happy mukbang. And I do have another every plate video today at 5:30. Yeah. I gotta really pump them out because um, right now I have 3 Every Plates and 3 HelloFresh. No, I have 2 HelloFresh videos I need to film and 3 Every Plates. And I actually paused HelloFresh for the week because I was getting backed up. I wasn't really all that interested in the recipes this week. But I have Every Plate coming on Tuesday, so. That's the cool thing about HelloFresh and Every Plate is you can pause. You can skip a week anytime. You know, that's awesome. Oh, he's got all the eyeliners. When he came out with the eyeliners, they're not sold out. So I guess he's the new Supreme Gloss. That's the one that came out last week. I'm curious to see if that has sold out. No. Nope. It's not sold out. So. Wow. So that must be something for Jeffrey, because usually when he has a launch, things just sell out. And for him now, it's not going that way. I don't know. I wouldn't buy Jeffrey's, though. Jeffrey, you know, I like I said, I used to be a fan. I didn't know. Oh, thank you, Mona. Just au naturel today. Yeah, today we're having, in our video, we're having pork bowls. And Sunday is beef latas. Exactly, Wells. Honestly, his business wasn't doing so well after, you know, the whole racism and rape allegations came out. I still can't believe this stuff with Marilyn Manson, though. That's really crazy, to tell you the truth. I know we were talking about this yesterday, but I mean, it's concerning. Hello, Mike. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you live. I mean, I liked Marilyn Manson. I don't know. I guess it's one of those things, you know. Johnny Depp is, you know, he's fine, but I don't know. For some reason, I just don't think Marilyn Manson's going to be okay. Now he's got another lady who came forward. That's bad news. He's got like a total of, what, 6 or 7? 7, I think. Oh, it's 5:23 for you? Oh, nighttime. It is 12:23 here. Oh, Marilyn Manson or Jeffrey? Jeffrey, that was some crazy allegations, I'll tell you that. Well, first, I think they were accusing him of, they wanted to accuse him, they were accusing Jeffrey of helping to cover up the stuff with, that guy, I forget his name. And then there's allegations of Jeffrey, doing something too. But Marilyn Manson, he's definitely in for it. He's got at least 7 women, 6, 7, at least 5 or 6, 6 or 7. It's not a good number. I think it's 6. But Evan Rachel Woods was the first person that came out, and she said that that Marilyn Manson groomed her, and he apparently groomed her at a very, Davi Vanity. Yep, that's the one. Jeffrey was covering up for that. Honestly, that's where I became very, that's where I got concerned. You know, that's a shame. I mean, now Davi Vanity, he was apparently, you know, doing things to someone of a younger age. But now, but Marilyn Manson, he's being accused of that too. Because this girl she was only 15 years old when he started grooming her. And now a former assistant has come forward. I think Marilyn's done for. I hate to say it, and I've been a fan of Marilyn Manson, since for a long time, and I always said he got the short end of the stick with Columbine because he got blamed for that, and I couldn't see why. I mean, his music's, he's a metal guy, he's a gothy metal guy, but I don't remember him, singing a song telling kids to go do that. But I mean, he is very awkward. He does have that serial killer kind of look, but I'm sure that's the look that he wants to give. I like his music too. I mean, I love the song he did for Salem, the show Salem. So I wonder what they're gonna do about that. He made the theme song for the show Salem, and I guess they're gonna have to remove that. So he's dropped from his music label, and now he's got that, and he's also being removed from all the U.S. TV shows. He was in Sons of Anarchy season 7. He was on Salem. So I don't know what's going to happen there. That's pretty shitty. Me too, Ron. That song "Beautiful People." That was some shit back in the day. You know. But as a woman who's been through domestic violence and rape and things, we got to listen to these 6 women. You know. Um, he played a character named Tully. It was in season 7. He was an inmate. He was a white supremacist. He was in jail with Jax. He's the one who ends up killing Juice. You know. Right. That's what they're saying is that Marilyn Manson groomed this girl at the age of 15. I mean, I hope. Well, listen, I don't know. My hope is for the victims. I mean, with Johnny Depp, he was proven to not. That's one probably very rare situation where the tables were turned. But that's the thing is you have to give the victim the platform until they're proven otherwise. But with Johnny Depp, it was only one victim. Okay. Season 7 was pretty good, actually. I can't watch the last episode. But, what's up, girl? Um, but, yeah, that's just something, huh? I mean, Johnny Depp, it was only one accuser. And it was somebody who was being a gold digger. She wanted more money. I'm guessing he wanted a divorce because she was abusing him, and I guess maybe she wanted more money, or she wanted, to take everything he had, especially his jobs, which she did that. He lost so much work, and Johnny Depp has kids. He has kids and a mortgage and stuff like that. You know. I don't think this Amber girl has children. I mean, now the tables are turning, and now she's not going to have jobs, but. Yep. But, at this point, she took away everything. She still got all her jobs and her money. Johnny Depp's not going to have to, he's going to have to just try to get back to life, but it's going to take time. Disney lost out because of, they couldn't do any more Jack Sparrow films. And I tell you, if they replaced Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, there was no way I was going to watch it. I don't think there's anybody else. I mean, unfortunately now, because of Aquaman, they're going to have to replace her. Oops. They're going to replace her. Kind of ruins the film, once they start replacing people. It loses its shine. But I don't want to watch it anyways at this point. Sometimes it's better to just. I feel like sometimes It's better to just let go of it. You know, at this rate, I mean, I didn't see the first Aquaman or Aquaman 2, but we're going to start replacing people. It's just not going to be the same anymore. I feel like Disney should just leave it at that and don't go any further. Find something else for Jason Momoa to do. I mean, I'm sure he's got plenty of work lined up anyways. You know, Disney's gonna. I feel like Disney should just take the hit. And she was also in the new Stand. Although I don't really think that was meant to be a I feel like that really wasn't meant to be a remake. I hate remakes. I feel like I saw something the other day they were going to do a remake of something, and I was like, oh god, no. What was it? They just need to stop doing that. I'm tired of the. You know what I really don't like is like Disney does all these you know, the live action version. I mean, although I have to say this, I did see the live action Mulan, and I liked it better, just simply because it still had a historical element to it, you know. But I mean, if you're just gonna add the same old singing and dancing and stuff like that, then I don't want to see it, you know. Once was enough. I wish Disney would adhere to the true stories that they stole too. Like if you're gonna redo The Little Mermaid, put the actual ending in. Not every story is all about sunshine and rainbows. And you know, too much sunshine causes skin cancer. So, how about that? That thought came to my mind today. I want to block out that sun because too much sun causes cancer. But, oh Lord. This is another thing people are crying about is the Aunt Jemima bottle. Yeah, wear your sunblock. Just make sure you get stuff that's natural too, though. There's some sunblocks with some terrible chemicals in it. Plus, you got to watch the sunblock that's bad for the coral reefs and things like that. As far as I know, there's more. There's more of the Jack Sparrow. I mean, it was a book series. If you're not aware that Jack Sparrow, that was a whole book series, Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, they were written by Disney. They're actually pretty good. I did read them at one point in my life. But people are on YouTube, on the social media, crying about this Aunt Jemima bottle. I mean, you know, it's just a bottle, folks. It's just a bottle. It's not going to change the taste. They're not changing the ingredients. I'm not understanding the whole, like, you know, whining and crying about it. It's just a damn bottle. It's not going to change it. I mean, I can't eat pancakes, so it's not like it affects my life in any way, shape, or form. But y'all are just so obsessed over a packaging. Let it go, man. It's just a rebrand. And in all honesty, hey, Lewis. In all honesty, do I really think that General Mills cares that much? They just care because they're going to lose business. They're worried about losing business. And that's a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario, you know? So, me personally, I could care less what's on the bottle. It's what's on the inside. Just like people. Ah, thank you, Lewis. Oh, no. No. They're not going to do that. Um, Johnny's going to be able to come back now, so it's all good. It's all good now. But yeah, so this Aunt Jemima stuff, that's just how I look at it. It's just so stupid. Isn't that the whole like message we've been trying to send our children for like decades now? Thanks, Lewis. Is that it doesn't matter what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. So doesn't this kind of like fall into that category? You know? The packaging doesn't really change the flavor of the syrup. It doesn't really change the flavor of the syrup or the pancakes. I mean, I don't really think that they really care. I mean, let's be honest. If the makers of Aunt Jemima cared, they could care about the other things that they do, like using genetically modified stuff. Oh, and you guys aren't used to all that snow, huh? We're used to it. I'm just tired of it. I mean, there are companies who still use child slaves. Where's the outcry about that? Nestle, how about Nestle? Nestle's the biggest problem of them all. Nestle now, Nestle. Okay, Nestle owns, the water, right? They're stealing water from all over the place. From the reserves. The CEO of Nestle said that clean water is not a right. It's a privilege. While there's people in in Flint, Michigan. He feels that those people don't have a right to have clean water. He thinks it's a privilege. Plus, they also, like I said, Nestle uses child slaves. The guy has admitted it. But here we are worrying about packaging on a syrup bottle. Let them change the damn bottle and worry about the real problems. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. It's just maple syrup. You're gonna punish yourself for not eating maple syrup? Yeah, so Mona, what happens is the Aunt Jemima, the lady on the bottle, she was a mammy. And that's a racist type of thing. They were the the house servants back in the day, and they weren't treated very nicely. If you watch that movie, The Help, I love that movie, The Help. Kind of like that, But also, the woman that was on the bottle, they used her face, but they didn't give her anything, no credit or monies or anything like that. Yeah, Adelaide. But like I was saying about my haters this week, is that I would never attack them for their looks. It's what's on the inside that's important. So, what's on the inside of that syrup bottle is what's important, not on the outside. Well, I mean, the message of racism and hate, yeah, that's a problem. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, see, they made it out so she didn't make any money. I mean, me personally, I kind of don't care, what's on the packaging. I mean, the problem is this, Wow. Oh, well, see, that's news. That's good to know. See, the problem is this, is I do and don't agree with removing figures. Whatever makes people happy, that's what matters, right? But the issue of life is the schools need to teach history a little better. That's the other thing is I think, you know, that's the problem is that we're withholding history from our children, and I guess now they're figuring it out. They're now figuring it out. So I think the best case scenario is, whether or not we erase these things, history still happened. History still happened, and we still got to learn about it so we don't repeat it. So, yeah, sure, should the monuments be taken down? Sure, that's fine. But at the same time, the schools need to teach history properly. We need to stop, doing that. Like the town I live in, I live in a very, racial, not racially charged town, a very um, politically charged town. That's why I don't go out very much. I have really bad agoraphobia, and I don't want to hear about, I really don't. Yeah, yeah. But if she got paid, I guess that's good then, Mona. That's good to know. I mean, they also put things, there's a lot of people, this all boils down to a lot of things. There's a lot of people out there with a big agenda, you know. I do believe Black Lives Matter. I do support that. And I stand with them, and I'm all for it. Because they do matter. Black lives do matter, and we need to work on that a little bit. We need to work on some change. But while we're working on that change, if we're going to cry about, packaging on the syrup bottle, like I said, you're supporting companies like Nestle, who are still using child slaves. So what's the point at that rate? Packaging, yeah, that should change. That's fine. I don't really care. It's not my business. But, but you got to work on that part too, I mean, when you go out, when you go buy your Halloween candy to give out to kids, what are you buying? Nestle. Nestle uses child slaves. How about palm oil? Palm oil's a problem in this country too. I think we're like the biggest consumer of palm oil. If you don't know what palm oil is in a lot of is in like literally everything. It's literally in everything, and it is a plant, but they use it as a seasoning in a lot of foods and things like that. And what happens is it grows in certain areas of the world, like in the rainforests in Indonesia. So they burn it down, which is not good. We can't lose the rainforests, you know what I mean? So we're burning this stuff down, and they're killing the orangutans and all the other animals in its path. So that needs to change. Nestle uses that. Pretty much everything in this world has palm oil. You really can't escape it. And that's a shame of life, but oh, that's true. Now I get it, Cosmic Witch. I get that, Cosmic Witch. Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah. I never really thought of that. But like I said, with history, yeah, now I get it. But what, like I said, this is another thing is with history, we got to start teaching our children properly too. The school's got to just be open to teaching things. We got to stop Disney. We got to stop the Disney stuff. We got to stop the Disney history. Just be open. When you get to, let me tell you something. When you get to college, right? When your kids get to a college class, right? When you get to a college history class, it's going to be totally different. Whatever you learn from K to 12, it's not even going to be the same anymore. When you get to college, there is no, you don't get off for Columbus Day. You know that? College, they don't give you off for Columbus Day. Why? Because he wasn't a good person. But they don't teach you that in the school. Why? We shouldn't erase that history. We should teach it to our children properly. So, we should teach it properly so the kids know what they're learning, painting people as saints or heroes that aren't heroes. That's how these figures, these statues come to be, because we're hiding the history from the children. I mean, at this rate, keep the figures and put them in a museum or something. I don't know. But at least teach the children properly. And that's another thing. Yes, exactly. And so is Mulan. Mulan was not really great too. Although the new one was a little better. I hate how Disney takes stories and ruins it. You know, Hans Christian Andersen didn't write The Little Mermaid the way they did it. I want the real version. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds really sad because, you know, if you read the actual version, the real version of The Little Mermaid, Ariel doesn't live at the end. But that's how the story is told. These stories were written as a way to teach our children, you know, right from wrong and all that stuff. They had morals. That's what flew out the window at Disney. They took the morals out and they put the singing and dancing in there. I don't want no singing and dancing. That's what I want. I want I want the real story. Not every story's gonna end with lollipops and rainbows. Can't teach our kids that too. You know? It just gotta teach them right. I mean, of course, I still love Disney, but right. Yes, exactly. Cosmic Witch. Yeah, I remember that. Mulan. She ended up. Right. Mulan. She ended up being a concubine and killed herself. Right. But Disney thinks that she's gonna end up with that guy and be living happily ever after. That's not how history worked for her either. I mean, I think Disney needs to just write their own shit. I mean, there's some movies out there that I really love, like Nightmare Before Christmas. But the stuff where they try to tell some kind of a historical thing, yeah, a historical thing, or taking, like I said, The Little Mermaid, that's Hans Christian Andersen, and turning it into what they feel it should be, I think that's a problem. You know, that's a problem. Shouldn't be like that. I mean, unfortunately, back then, yep, exactly. I mean, I'm sure someone's going to get upset with me, but, you know, the Bible, we don't really know what's in there, but it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, you know, I mean, I guess with the Bible, you have to have faith that what's being written in there is somewhat true, right? Right? Right, exactly. These stories were taken and just, you know, ran with it. But it's kind of like the Bible. I know someone's going to be upset with me, and I apologize, but, you know, but see, it's like Disney, and the history that we're being taught in school is that, you know, these kids are being taught to have faith in what they're learning, but in reality, that's not what the story really is. Well, the Bible, we don't really know, because it's all like, you know, mouth to mouth tellings and stuff like that. But if God is a deity, he did not write it. You know? But you know what I mean? We're being forced to have faith in something we don't really know. I feel like Disney's part of that whole agenda. You know that Walt Disney wasn't really a clean person either. He was not a good person. Yeah. Disney himself was not a good person. No. He was not good. When I was in college, there was some Very serious allegations about Disney being yeah, he's not a good person. Just like Henry Ford. Exactly. That's why I'm a pagan. This book of rules and stuff. Oh, he was. If you didn't know, Walt Disney actually was a Nazi sympathizer. There's actually a video. You can find it on YouTube still, I think, where Donald Duck actually has a swastika. The whole "it's a small world after all." He didn't believe that. What's sad is I really love Tom Hanks, and they used him. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's yeah. Let's not forget Henry Ford. No, and Henry Ford was an anti-Semite. You know, Henry Ford got an award from Hitler. Yep. Yeah. Henry Ford. So the Model T was called the people's car, right? Volkswagen means the people's car in German. Where did Hitler get that idea from? Henry Ford. So, yep. In fact, in history, when people who bought a Ford, they would get a magazine. Henry Ford had his own magazine. And in this magazine, of course not. So when Henry Ford, when they were making the Model T, if you bought a Model T, you got a subscription to Henry Ford's magazine. And in this magazine were definitely some anti-Semitic stuff. Imagine that, you being Jewish, and you're buying this car because that's what was available at the time, and you're getting this magazine, and it's all in there. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Mona. Exactly. We learn something new every day. I'm telling you, this is the stuff that I learned in college history, not K through 12 history. I took so in college I took regular, history, but I also took modern American history, as well as Caribbean cultures. Somebody asked me why I would take that. Why wouldn't you take that? It's very interesting. People think, slavery was bad here, but you want to know something else? Slavery was horrible in the Caribbean. We were bad, yes, we were bad, but they were worse. Like I said, Columbus was not a good person. Oh, dear. Yes, hi. Let's see if I actually get a kiss. Oh no, definitely Cosmic Witch. That's what this live is all about. We're talking about all this lovely stuff. Me too. I like to talk about these things because this is the stuff that they're not teaching our children. They don't teach our children these things until they get to college. And you know what's sad? How many college professors have gotten in trouble over the years for teaching history the right way? Because they don't teach it right in K through 12. Just a thought. He was a tyrant. He was a rapist and a murderer. And but that's the thing, is like, removing the statues, that's great. Don't get me wrong. But, the kids still, yeah, she's cute. But that's the thing, is that these kids are still made to believe that he's a good person. For what reason, though? What, Macy's still needs to have a good sale? What's Macy's gonna do without Columbus Day sales? Part of it does boil down to that too. You know, that's another thing is, some of these things also equal commercialism. We capitalize on things. Columbus Day, that's a big sale. Columbus Day sale. You tell your kids, oh, Columbus is a douchebag. What's Macy's gonna do? They're not gonna have a sale anymore. They can't turn into Indigenous Peoples sale, right? They're not gonna do that. I mean, God forbid they had a sale for Indigenous people. You know, they're not gonna do that. Although who knows? I mean, maybe times will change now because I do. I like parades, I mean, see, here's another thing. See, now that's another interesting topic is I don't know. Oh, that one right there. I want to get rid of you. That one right there. No, it won't let me get you. Oh, no, no. See, here's another thing. Okay, so that's another thing. You see here, okay, so St. Patrick's Day, because I'm half Irish, um, is not what it's like in Ireland, like the real Irish St. Patrick's Day. Apparently, we take it to a whole new level. So apparently, I'm a huge fan of. I read Angela's Ashes at a very young age. Now Thanksgiving, I don't. Yeah, I call it that too. Um, Actually, the last 2 years is the first 2 years of my life I haven't been a vegan on Indigenous Peoples Day. So that's definitely interesting. I do miss my ways, but I had to lose the weight, and I can't be a vegan completely and lose weight apparently, because there's too many good vegan things out there. Um, but see, that's the other thing is St. Patrick's Day, which um, it's not that's not how it's celebrated in Ireland, and yeah. And you know what else is interesting? You ever read Angela's Ashes, which is written by Frank McCourt? His brother is still alive, Malachi. He has a bar up in Manhattan, and he actually ran for governor of New York one time. I didn't even know this. I was probably too young to vote at the time. But something he had said in an interview was, you know how like here in New York we have our St. Patrick's Day parade, and they don't want to allow the LGBTQ community in their parade because it's against the rules or whatever. They're playing the Irish Catholic uh, rhetoric. But according to Malachi McCourt, in Ireland they actually do allow the LGBTQ community to march in the parade. Not only are they allowed, but apparently they win awards for having the most colorful floats. Yeah, isn't that insane? So the Irish people of New York City are trying to play out that it's not acceptable to allow the LGBTQ community to march in the parade here in New York, but in Ireland it's allowed. They don't think the same way we do here. Yeah, yes, we have us Irish people. Yes, you got potato famine. You got Irish were slaves too. The Irish people were slaves. Yep, yeah, that they were. The Celts got stuff. You know, let's not forget how the us pagans and Celts were treated at one point in life. So many different things. Yeah. I don't get it either. I mean, what's the big deal about letting them in the parade? Some of my best friends are, a part of the LGBTQ community. They're not going to hurt anybody. Oh, that's what it was yesterday. And I want to give I feel like this is really awesome, and I know some people may not. And I didn't really understand the whole thing, but yesterday they posted an article. I like Anderson Cooper. I mean, he is pretty good looking. He's really easy on the eyes. But so I just thought this was really awesome because you don't hear this too much. So Anderson Cooper, right? He has a child with his ex-husband, and they're trying to, hey Megan, I'm so happy to see you. Let's get you a wrench. There we go. We got a nice sea of blue. Um, but here's the thing, okay? So, um, right. In fact, if you look at us pagans, it's been in our world too for from the very beginning. We don't care about that. See, this is why I enjoy being. I was raised Irish Catholic. Okay, um, it was an accidental thing. My father's side was Irish Catholic. My mom's side is not. My mom's side is Methodist. But you know, when we were kids, you see the other kids having the communion parties and you know things like that. So I got involved. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, Mona. Yeah, they did. The fighting Irish. But yeah, so um, oops. Yeah, the pagans. That's why I like being. I was raised Irish Catholic, and as let me tell you something. When I was in high school, um, I was going. Well, when I was in junior high school, I went through a very bad time. I was severely bullied to the point of a very serious mental breakdown, and my mother told me to ask the sister what is the church's uh, thoughts on people who commit suicide. I did not expect the response that I got, and it was the most absolutely disgusting thing I have ever heard in my life. They are not in any way, shape, or form respectful or kind or supportive of people who have hey Christian. They're not good to those people. So when I was 13 years old, I was told by a Catholic sister that those who try to commit suicide, whether they are successful or not, they are sinners and they do not belong in the church. Yeah. So that was the last day I ever went into a church. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Yeah, my old roommate was a Pentecostal. She was a little weird about it though. She was just she was it's a long story. Hey Haggis. But yeah, so when I became, you know, I'm like I said, I'm half Irish. Oddly enough, my grandmother. Oh, Eugenia Cooney just put in a new video out. Speaking of that sweet gal, I like her. I'll tell you the truth. I really like Eugenia Cooney. So whoever's trying to get her removed off of YouTube, leave her alone for Christ's sake. Leave this girl alone. She needs to be here. The girl needs to be here. Yes, she has an eating disorder. Is she promoting? I don't think so. I think she just needs an outlet to talk about her day. And this is where she's got it. You know what I mean? That's it. She needs to be here, and if she loses this, I think you'll lose her. Yeah, that's exactly it, Megan. There's a lot of people like my roommate. She was not like that at all. She she was she was just brainwashed. But the girl, she was kind of strange about it. She claimed that she was born Jewish and that she was a born again Christian. I was like, that's not how that works. And she used to rag on me for my tattoos because, you know, this is God's body. This is God's body, and you don't have a right to you don't have to have a right to decorate. Hey, Mr. Raven Nuts. You know what I mean? No. Well, see, that's the problem. Well, yeah, I guess there's that issue. I mean, the thing is, I just feel bad for her because I feel like she needs to be here. You know what I mean? She needs to be here for an outlet. But yes, I'll be honest, that's how I got into wow. Cap 7? Really? I like him. He's so sweet. That guy is such a sweetheart. Hey, Ginger. Whoops. Oh, boy. But, you know, yeah, there's those people who glorify her, what she's doing. But I don't think, I don't know. It's one of those, it's a double-edged sword. But for me, I just feel like she needs to be here so she could, like, you know, first of all, if something happens and she does get taken off of YouTube, right? I mean, I'm sure there's another platform she can go to, like TikTok or, you know, Instagram or whatever. But, you know, then she falls under the cracks. Then what? I mean, that's my concern. Me neither, Mr. Raven Nuts. Me neither. I'm a pagan. I'm happily pagan. But I respect those who do. That's fine. But then there's the people who out there who shove it down your throat, like my old roommate. She would just be like, you know, even when I was in the other group, when I was in the other YouTube group, the one in which I won't name names, I was getting ragged on for that. I'm pro-choice. I went through a whole sexual assault that resulted in having to place a child for adoption. But I respect those who are pro-life. I don't like, I mean, I'm not going to shove it down your throat. Oh, you gotta allow this. I don't really care. You, blah, blah, you know, that's not me. I respect your opinion. You know, I was told I would be her friend forever just because I went through all that. I didn't really want to place a child up for adoption. It's something that, I've never been to Green Bay Wackies. I should go over there. I've heard a lot of things about him. Is he cool? I'm just getting my groove back because, you know, I'm not with that group anymore. So, you know, I'm just getting my groove back and meeting with new people. Yeah, exactly. What people do in their home is not my business. That's it. Let me tell you something. I grew up in the hood, okay? I grew up in the hood, and you know what happens when you don't mind your business? That's what. So that's how I grew up. I grew up pro mind my business, and if you're good to me, I'm good to you. Ah, I'll have to check them out then. Like I said, I'm not with that group anymore. The group of tyrants. You know what, Christian? My dad went to Catholic school in the 50s, right? In the 50s and 60s, right? And I mean the nuns. Although my dad will tell you, the nuns would hurt you. The nuns would hurt you, but the worst part were the brothers. I mean, the things that my dad talked about were pure child abuse. Uh-oh. I hear that, Mr. Raven Nuts. I hear that. Oh, that group. I don't know what to say about that anymore. But hey, it's gonna come to a head at some point. My videos are doing well. My live's doing well. I'm living well. So that's all I could say. And I'm not an ableist. I'm not an ableist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a sexist. I know what I'm not. It's hard being in a group with people who do have those feelings, and you're like, eh. And then you gotta feel like you gotta shut up yourself. That's not how life is supposed to be. I like to be able to, live freely. Oh, Jeffree Star. Oh, well, Christian, you know, like I said, a lot of people know about that group, and that's the unfortunate part. I hated the idea of, you know, when Prince Magnum went live that night and said what he had to say, it's like, you know, it really clicked in my mind that day that I'm in the wrong place. You definitely Cosmic Witch. I just want to ask, is anybody watching the impeachment trials? I actually am avoiding it. I'll let other people tell me about it, but yeah, definitely. Right now, the closets, the closet racists. I mean, like I said, I live in a town that is. Oh yeah, I got a thumbs down. Thanks, Sonnies. We all know where that came from. Yeah, I'm catching bits and pieces on TikTok. I don't have cable anymore. I got rid of cable because I just didn't want to. I don't want to be bothered. I have basic cable. That's about it. But I mean, listen, I'm hearing it from some people. I mean, of course, you know, it's gonna, you know, what's gotta happen's gotta happen. You know, that was pretty awful how that went down. You know, but I mean, the one thing I heard that was concerning was the attorney that said that if we go through with this, we could expect more of what happened on that day. That's scary to know. That's scary to know. I mean, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. It's still wrong. But like I tell y'all every day, and I truly mean this, I just don't believe it's worth fighting over these two people. You know, Biden, Trump, Trump, Biden, they don't really care about us. Michael Jackson wrote that song. They don't care about us. They don't. Trump talks about, you know, the fake news out there. But yet Trump talks about fake news, but we all know that he needs the news. He needs the media. They all need the media. Whether it be good or bad. It's still promoting him. It's still ratings for him. Us fighting with one another, he feeds off of that. You know what I mean? It's like Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star, he's up here, and he's got all these pigs down here, right? Trisha Paytas, I don't like her, but she broke free. She said she didn't like Jeffree Star. But now, Jeffree's still up here, and he's got this one, this one, this one, this one going after her. Now they're going back and forth. And the people who are making out the best out of it is people like me who like to do tea spilling. I love to talk about pop culture. I can sit here and talk about all the useless information I got in my head. You know that Pink came out with a new song today with her daughter? Yeah, I love it. It's so adorable. I love it. She's one of my idols. We have the same last name too, which I love. Yep. I sometimes wonder if we're related in real life. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Like I said, my dad was Irish. My dad's Irish, and yeah, it's on Facebook, and I don't know if she put it on YouTube, but it's really good. It's with her daughter. It's called "Cover Me in Sunshine." I don't think so. No, not trans. Eugenia Cooney is a young lady. She's on YouTube, and she has anorexia, and I guess people want her canceled because, in a sense, she's promoting her eating disorder. You know, I don't know. It's one of those 50-50 things. But Trisha Paytas is on TikTok talking about how she has mental health issues and eating disorders, but people don't call her out for promoting those things. They call her out for things that she does that is racist and hateful, and she's a bully. You know what I mean? Oh, I love it. I love Pink. She's the best. Yeah. I just still wonder if there's a possibility that I have a relation. I do wonder. My dad never really spoke about uncles or cousins. I don't know if he has any. So I don't know. So, yeah, that's one of those things we don't know. So it's possible. We are pretty similar. Not in looks per se, but I would definitely be happy if we were, but I couldn't tell you if we were or we weren't. Be nice to know. Like I said, my dad, I don't think he ever spoke about aunts or uncles. I don't even know if he had any. You know, my dad's mom, my grandmother, well, I don't really like to call her that, but you know, my dad's mom had 9 children. 4 or 5 are still living. Hard to know because my dad doesn't talk to them anymore. But you know what I mean? So I think I got it. I did. I got you, bitch. Get out of here. Yeah, so I don't know. Anything's possible. It would be nice. But oh, we never know. I did. I got that bitch. It's gone. I gotta color my hair again. Soon.
No, my mother was actually she was Methodist, and that's actually my father's mother did not like her because of that. As odd as that sounds. But my mom, as an adult, she wasn't really like big into religion, you know what I mean? I hear that, Lewis. You guys are really going through it, huh? I can only imagine that, like living in an area that doesn't normally have winter, right? You live in an area that doesn't normally have winter, and then all of a sudden has winter. So that would be kind of strange, I would think. I'd imagine that being scary. This guy is fucking creepy. The one that was trolling me the other day, he's got 2 channels that subscribe to me. One that asked me to marry him. Listen, if you're going to come in my life and you're going to ask me to marry you, at least drop me a decent super chat before you do that. Show me you're serious. Drop me a $50 super chat. Not saying I'll do it. Probably not. But, hey, you gotta play the rules. Play it there. I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, my dad is pretty well disciplined, yeah. But even then, those kinds of things. I feel like beatings. Well, no, you shouldn't beat your children, but I feel like things like oh, this was the other day. This is what day did I go live? Not yesterday. Was it Wednesday? Wednesday I went live. And this guy, he lives not far from me, okay? But he lives in a group home. First of all, I'm not going to marry somebody who lives in a group home. Flat out, sorry. No. If you're in a group home, no. That means you're going to be using me to work your way up. No. No. And if you live in a group home, how could I trust you with my kids? I mean, I'm not saying everybody in a group home is bad. But, that means you're not, well, some people go into group homes and transition to my level of housing, but you know what I mean? No. And this guy he was just being gross. And just because a woman goes live, because I go live often now, that doesn't mean I'm a piece of ass. He was treating me like a piece of ass. He was telling me that I'm putting myself out there, so he has a right to ask certain things. No, you don't. See, that's the thing. See, here's the thing: is that here on YouTube and TikTok and whatever else, first of all, we are not here. I mean, listen, there's women out there who, what they do on YouTube is they just, they dance and jiggle and dance and whatever else they do. That's their business. Yeah. Well, the guy doesn't drive, so I think I'm okay. But I thought I took care of this a while ago because this person said a while ago that he was hitting me up on Facebook, asking, these things, and I just, I've just blocked him. But here we are, like a year later, and all of a sudden this is coming back around, and it's just, ew. You know what I mean? That's just disgusting, Um, but, women are not objects here on YouTube. We're not an object. We're not here, to just do that. This person had this person claimed to say that this person claims to say those things. Oh, wow, really? I don't like the Catholic Church. I mean, listen, if that's your thing, that's your thing. It's just not for me. I feel like the church has to. I mean, they say some churches are actually really nice and, not like that. So, but some, some of these people are really like just cuckoo. Can't be doing that. But this guy, I mean, I'm not a damn piece of ass. Just not. No. Nope. That's exactly it, Mona. That's exactly it. They think we're property. We're not property, man. We're not property. You don't own us. Definitely that. Definitely Ginger. I mean, I just escaped that YouTube group. I mean, I wasn't really being treated as an equal over there. There was no equality. Everything I was coming up with, was always shot down or, something like that. It wasn't being, very well supported or supported for a minute. Wow. This one here. Oh, well. Well, anyways, guys, I've been here for an hour and a half, and I will be back Tuesday because there's no school Monday. Maybe Monday night. Maybe we'll try Monday Night Live. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. So I'll see you. Well, actually, I have a premiere today at 5:30, so make sure you come over to that. Tonight, what are we having? We're having pork bowls. So I'll see you guys at 5:30. Come hungry for pork bowls. And I'll see you later. Remember, kindness is free, so spread that. Not cooties, social distance, and wear your mask. And I'll see you guys later. I gotta go wash my hands. Oh no. See you later. Love yas. Bye, guys.